Hi everyone, it's Dragana at Saacibo. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I have another episode of making ephemera from scratch and it's all about playing cards. We are going to make our own playing cards. I've prepared a little freebie to help you with the project and we're just gonna go right into it. Today's freebie is 5 pages. You've got a page with the card backings in red and you've got one in blue. They're usually like that and they're quite large. They're larger than the regular playing cards just because we like to play and arrange things and create things on top, not necessarily the way it's traditionally done. So I like to have a bit of room there. And you've got 2 pages for the fronts. Here you've got the rectangle and you can put pictures of queens and kings inside. Then you've got this page which is a basic hearts, spades, diamonds and clubs. So when you make them you have an opportunity to be really creative. You can add any number you want, or even if it's a king or queen, it doesn't have to be that one. But I just thought I will include that one too. Just design something there that's fun. I really want to stress out that we are not going to make cards in a traditional sense. We will stick to the colors maybe and to the symbols, but everything else is do whatever you like. And there's also one more page with these. This is actually meant to be red. My printer wasn't printing well, so disregard the green color. And you've got all these symbols in 5 different sizes, and you've got some sentiments or words that you perhaps might want to use to decorate them. Just want to show you a few that I made. Here they are. I made one of each suit. This is just so much fun. Once you start, I'm sure you'll want to do the full deck. Anyway, we'll do a few together. I thought if we make 4 today, that would be good. I usually just cut these out. I don't know if you can see, there's a light gray line where you're supposed to cut, but I'm cutting just next to it. I like to have a little bit of space now so that later on when I cut everything it will look nice. Okay, we'll do 2 red and 2 blue. And by the way, you don't even have to have these on the back. You can have any paper that you like. If you prefer to write on the back, just leave it plain or glue some coffee dyed paper or something. Any paper that you like, lined paper even. Okay. I'm not going to do anything with these today. I feel really inspired just to play with numbers and these symbols. I'm going to cut these out too. Let's glue them now. I'm going to glue them onto this packaging paper, which is a light cardstock, not too thick and not too thin. I think it's going to be perfect for this, and I'm just going to use glue stick. I'm going to get some scrap paper to put underneath. Good amount of glue. Like so. And then on this side. Do the same. This is a great project to recycle some of the packaging. Great. So I I need to do the same with all of these. I'll just quickly do that and I will be back. Okay, I have glued all of them back and front. Now I need to trim them, and you can do that with your scissors, or you can do it with a ruler and a knife, or even with a guillotine. Just following the line. I hope you can see the line. It's light, but it's there. Look. I'm just going in a little bit, and I'm hoping it will look good on the other side. It looks fine to me. I'm just going to round the corners with this 4mm. Okay, so one base is done, and I'm going to do the same with all of them. They're all glued and nicely cut, and now we can have some fun. Which one should we do first? Let's do spades. I'm going to ink the edges first, just so they're not so pristine white. I hope you enjoyed the previous video, the video where we made tickets. I made so many tickets after the video. I just could not stop. I just kept going, and I've added more tickets to my website for you to download for free. Okay, I'll just do like this a little bit so it looks more vintage, and here as well. Okay, I prepared some papers that I think I want to use. I've got them all mainly in red and black, all different sorts. I've got some masterboards with napkins. I've got some craft foam that has this pattern, some of that corrugated cardboard, some red cardstock, some of that's very nice, I think red, and that also is red foam. And I've got some of these napkin papers with this. I think that might look interesting. I've got some more painted corrugated cardboard, some painty papers, some jelly prints, marble paper, more masterboards. So I can cut these symbols from any of these. We'll see how we go. The idea is just to have fun. Before we start, I just quickly want to show you how I've been using these symbols here. I've been using them more as a templates rather than something to cut out and glue onto here. And you can certainly do that. Nothing wrong with that. But I want to show you this. I've glued them onto some cardstock and then I cut them out to create these templates. Okay, and I've picked 3 sizes. There are actually 5 different sizes here, but I've done only 3. I've got those ones and the smaller ones, and it seems like I've lost one. Never mind, I'm not going to waste time looking for it. It's somewhere on my desk, I'm sure. Okay, and now I have my templates. So after I've done that, I used smaller templates to create foam stamps. Remember last year, or was it a year before that, we've done a video on creating stamps from craft foam, and that's exactly what I've done. I've traced around my template onto the craft foam, and then I glued it onto these ones, and then I glued these wooden craft blocks. So it was really easy. I used double-sided tape to glue them onto that. Then I used these middle ones to cut myself a little stencil, and I didn't throw away what I cut out because these parts are now masks. The largest ones I just left as templates to trace around and cut from different papers, from even fabric, from cardstock, and so on. Let's add some light stencil work. I'm not gonna go with brown, I'm gonna go with just some gray. Okay. Yeah, like so. Just to add a little bit of interest. A little bit there. Okay, I'm gonna use the gray again. So maybe, how should I do this? I'll just go here to create like a pattern. Okay, and maybe like so. Got this stamp with numbers. Perhaps I can just lightly stamp. Don't know if it's gonna look good. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, looks interesting already. I'll just go lightly with brown, a bit more. Now let's see what we can do here. Oh, I like this one. Any of these would work well. There's a bit of black here. That work. Yep. It would cut like this. So now I can just trace around. I love cutting out shapes from masterboards. All right. Let's have a look. Love it. This part here is a little bit empty. I'm gonna use this stencil and a bit of gray, and I'll just lightly go over. Nice. Maybe here too. Need to ink this. Maybe the other one can be smaller one. Okay, and we can cut it from this. Just like that. I used to love playing bridge when I was a child or a teenager, and my parents just never had time. They were always busy or they didn't like playing. But my mom's brother, my uncle, oh gosh, he never had peace for me. I just wanted to play all the time, and I could never win. He was either cheating or I just wasn't good at it, so I kept losing. The more I was losing, the more I wanted to play, and he found it so funny. And then one day, after all these years of me trying, eventually after a whole match, I won. I could not believe I won. And you know what? After that, I just never felt like playing again. It's like challenge accomplished, and I lost interest in it. completely. We should cut one more to have like 3 of spades. And I'm going to cut it from, this paper. This is a cleanup paper from Jelly Printing. Then I've added glue and thread and napkin on top. And I really like it. It's great for collage. So I'm going to just use this marker to trace around. I know it's not black, but it's got black elements and I think it would work. I'll just make this line really thick. I want to add something more to it. I'll do this across where the thread is. I just want to make it more black. Now I'm happy. I think I'm going to glue these. This is not just about making ephemera or making cards. This is about playing with textures and patterns, I would say, and also numbers. In essence, it's like creating little collages. But if you prefer to do just like the regular, you can create a real deck of cards, you know, where the symbols are placed correctly. This was part of a silicone stamp with numbers all in a row, so I just cut them out and I glued them onto these wooden craft blocks. Now I have nice big numbers to stamp. These ones are just too small, so this is going to be 3 of spades. Nice. Cool. I have some words here. I like this one, creativity in spades. I'd like to have it there, but I want something behind it so that it stands out a bit better. Maybe just black. I'm just going to use this black cardstock. I'm going to cut it like so. Wavy. If it's going to go there, I need something now to make it stand out. I have this gilding wax. Let's see if that's going to help. I put a little bit on this black part. Should have cut a piece of this before. It's not too late. Oh, I love it. Imagine doing a full deck of these cards. That would be a challenge, but also a lot of fun. Let's do the diamonds. I'm gonna ink with brown first. Maybe a little bit here on this side. stencil. Yeah, just go lightly. Oh, that's not really light, is it? Oh, never mind. And yeah, I'm gonna go with these masks. Let's do a few. Like so. I'm gonna use this handmade stamp. Cool. Right, let's see what other papers we have. I want to cut one with this marble paper. Let's add some ink. I don't know if it was in the last video or in the one before. I mentioned that my avocado tree that I've been growing in a pot for over 10 years has been flowering for about 2 months, and I took it out and the weather was just terrible the last few days. It was very cold at night, but it survived. And guess what? There's a little avocado fruit growing. So all this time I was trying to get it to actually have some fruit on it, and it wasn't successful. I take it out, and within a few days a little tiny little avocado formed on one of the branches, and I hope it stays. It would be fun to see what would happen, because this is not a climate for growing avocados for sure, but it would still be very interesting to see if I can grow one. Yeah, I was very happy about that. I think that one would be good, but I'm gonna go bigger. Go like this. Okay, I'll just ink. It covers that one there. Maybe I just have to accept that. I'm going to cut it smaller. It would work well if it was just one. Let's see now. Now I'm thinking it needs a third one. Shiny like a diamond. I won't even bother drawing. I'll just do it like this. Oh yeah, now I'm happy. Okay, yeah. That's definitely gonna go like that. Like so. And then that one on top. These are too big, maybe two of the smaller ones here and here, and then that would be 5 Right, let's ink that. One, two, three, four, five. So we have 5 of them. Is that one peeking? Well, that's all right. Cut this number 5 from here. And 5. Nice. And from here, under pressure, yeah, diamonds are created under pressure. Shine bright. Okay, I'm gonna take shine bright. Let's add a bit of black. All right, just a bit of glue. Here we go. Love these little collages. Okay, now let's do clubs. Good. And the stencil. I think this one might look interesting. I'm gonna go with gray. Just lightly. Nice. And I'm thinking of doing just ace of clubs. That leaves me room to play with these a little bit. So just layering a little bit. Probably enough. And I'm gonna stamp again like I've done first time. Which way is this? Okay, this way. That's nice. And perhaps here would be nice to have a bit of fabric, or at least this mesh. So have a piece of this gauze. Have that too. Okay, it's going to be a simple one. And letter A. I'm going to cut it from... Now that's going to be a hard decision. Kind of like this one. I'm going to go with this one. So I need to just trace this. Maybe I'll go a little bit bigger than this template. I don't even know when or why I got this craft foam. It's one of those compulsive buying. It's mystery to me. Perhaps I had a specific project in mind and just forgotten about it. But now that it's there, I'm going to use it. Nice. I think I should ink around a little bit. Good, it's taking the ink really well. I was thinking of maybe cutting some, say, from fabric. Maybe we can do the heart ones from fabric. Like so. Okay, and then here. Hopefully this glue won't melt the foam. It shouldn't, it's white glue. I wouldn't use acetone-based glue on the craft foam. It might melt it actually. Never stop playing. Challenge yourself. Dance with flair. Sing your heart out. Under pressure, you've got this. Take a chance. Dare to live. Never stop playing. Yep. Just like that, as a statement. Never stop playing. Love this one. Happy with it. Okay, one more left to do. Maybe we can try with fabric, little bits and pieces, different red. And you know what? It's going to be easy to cut hearts from fabric. You only need to draw half, like so, and then just fold and cut. Cut that first. Let's do lots of different ones. Oh, love these. Okay. This is a sample fabric and it's got tape on the back. And I don't mind because when I take it off, it's going to be a little bit sticky, I think. And it's going to make it really grungy like that. I'm going to go and cut more or stamp more to have a different number. I think this one would look nice with hearts. Just around a little bit. If I place these like so, could add maybe here. Okay, let's have 4 of hearts then. I like that, like so. I'm not gonna add any more. Perhaps it's best if I use silicone glue for the fabric. Just do dots like so. That's gonna be a challenge to do. You could just add here rather than on the fabric. I wonder, they say time flies when you're having fun. I just looked at the window and it's dark. It was daytime when I started filming. Where did the time go? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna take this pen and just maybe go around. Maybe do like a little pattern. All right, let's pick another word. Sing your heart out. Okay, because we have a heart, I'm going to go with the sing your heart out. Oh. I need something behind this because it's too flimsy. These are really playful cards. I don't know why, but anything that's with hearts is always cute. It just has to be. I used to be so serious when it comes to my art in the past when I was younger. I think I was older in my head than I am now. I'm very happy with that one. Okay, excuse the mess on my desk. I'm just going to do this. I'm really happy with these. This is so much fun. I think I'm definitely going to challenge myself to do the full deck. And here are some that I created before. Done one of each as well. Okay. There they are. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this. Grab your freebie from my website. It's free. I don't ask for anything in return. I don't need your name, your phone number, your address, nothing. Just go and grab them and have some fun. And see you guys in the next video. I don't know if it's going to be another episode or maybe something else. I'll think about it. Anyways, bye for now.